So I developed a new baby. So don't mind my balance because it's a testing account, it's a live account. So really short about the strategy. The strategy works like this. You see a box and a market profile on the right corner, and have here you see all the details you need to see: news impact, sessions, sentiment, range, equity balance, and so on, right? Day high, day low, and so on. News impacts very low, so that means there is no news, right? So how the strategy works. You see there, the indicator forms every session a box around that area, right? It forms Europe, London, New York, Sydney, and Asia. Asia is actually the last one, so somewhere on there. You will find it out, right? So what is the deal here? Once the first range of the first opening hour finish in this box, whatever direction market gonna take, there is where you have to go. Let's say now we observing the Sydney session, right? Now, this strategy works based on the sessions. Once he finds by the neural network the session of the first hour, you draw the box around, and after this box, whatever approach you're gonna take, that's gonna give you profits. Okay, so what we're doing now, we're actually waiting here for this range to finish to see where the market gonna be headed after this box. So what I can think about it, what I can see, that the box gonna end probably on a bearish trend over here in like 19 minutes. So that's where we have to head. Plus we have a market profile, and we know what's actually happening into the market and how the market is distributed by the order flow. Okay, so what our move will be? I think they're gonna straight down till this point. So what I'm gonna do is just add some shapes so we know what we have to do next. Okay, so we all need is arrows. We all need arrows, arrow down. So I'm probably gonna place an arrow down here so I know what is gonna happen, because I think that's what is gonna happen, because market profile is overloaded. Whatever gonna happen here is up to the news. And it says the sentiment is strong bullish. And for now, but we still have 19 minutes. In those 19 minutes, everything can turn around differently. So I'm just gonna put an arrow here for selling if I'm right. Okay. Then I'm gonna delete all, unselect all. Okay, just gonna wait for the markets to come down, then I can do my entry. So now what about the stop loss? Vol, POC, vol. Okay, so if you are familiar with market profile, what while means? It simply means that, so what it means that BRH, it means it stands for value area high, which is the highest price level within the value area, typically where 70% of trading volume occurs. What VAL means stands of value area low, which is the lowest price level within the value area POC. What POC means? POC refers to a point of the control, the price level with the highest trade volume during a specific time period. These terms are used to analyze market dynamics and identify potential support and resistance levels. So that's what we are seeing here, okay? So if, let's say, we're going to enter the trade here, our take profit will be on high value area, which is VAH. So we're going to place a line over here, okay? So we know, and we're going to make a green, obviously, so you know that is our take profit level, okay? Chart, whatever code decide. And once we enter the trade here, we're going to take profit on this level. Then for the stop loss, the stop loss is obvious. We are over the market profile, which means we're actually overcrossing the area. What we can do in this situation, we can add something like a area side level, okay? Let's see, just to find them somewhere to know in which point we are on the trend. Okay, I don't remember this. Okay, here we go. Okay. So we know even the RSI showing us that we are overcrossing the overbought area. So what's going to happen next is obvious. Probably a sell. We can go higher here, right? But it's temporary. Even now, RSI is showing us that the market is actually trying to heading down. So what we have to do, we have to put our stop loss level over the area side level that we see in here. So probably it's gonna be over here. Okay, that determines our stop loss level. Okay, so we know here that we're gonna take profit over here, and if in case the market gonna cross over this area, which is actually so high over the market profile, what every sign is showing us that it might can happen. But how can we be certain? News impacts are very low, first of all. That means the news not gonna impacting us. And we know that our entry probably gonna be a sell level. So we're gonna wait. I'm gonna pause the video for now, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen after the market reached the bottom of the first range of the opening Australian session hour. Okay, so now we wait for certain time, like 13 minutes. I'm gonna pause the video, and we're gonna see where we can enter our entry points and where we can enter. So probably it's gonna be this area. So stay tuned. We're just waiting for Asia for Sydney session to finish the job. So as I say, the market started to get heading down, and what our move will be here is just to put pending order over here under the top over the box. So that's what we're gonna do right now. It's just example to show how you have to enter the trades, okay? So we're just gonna get to Ethereum USD because it's Friday and in UK time it's 9 p.m. It's night, okay? So I just show you like, okay, I think it's gonna be okay. Now for price will be 4,624. So 4,624. 98, it's like to 460, okay? So 60 will gonna be sell stop limit, sorry. And our take profit will be, which is the volume high, which is gonna be value area high. So we're gonna take profit on 4569.85, and the stop loss will be on this right line here on the overbought level. We're gonna assign it's 4713.16. And what we have to do, it's expiration date, like specified. Okay, we want this order if in case the market gonna turn out against in different direction before triggering us. What we want to do is to set the limit order on like hour long. So no real time right now, this will be 12. So we're gonna do 24. We're gonna do like 0, so we can get the ASIN session start. Okay, depends which kind of session you're trading. As I'm trading Australian session right now, is okay. I'm gonna wait 15 minutes after ASIN session starts, and if my order will get triggered, what I'm gonna telling this AI to do is to delete my pending order on this certain time on this date, so which will be a 13, and we're gonna place an order, and we're gonna wait for entry to be triggered. If in case it's not get triggered, our order gonna get deleted in a hour time. Okay, so that's what we're waiting for now, and we see how it's gonna play out. So we're gonna wait for 5 minutes. If my order will get triggered, I'm gonna turn off the video. It's just showing you guys how this strategy works and what are the entries and how you have to perceive those entries, how you have to make these entries. It's always important to get an expiry date. So it's no point for us to keep a trade like I keep here 540 and it's usually canceled. To get canceled automatically. Okay, I cannot cancel now because in UK time the market is closed. Only Bitcoin works, crypto works. So what is important here is to set the pending order. Depends which session you are in. Okay, if you are, let's say, New York session and you see this happening, you might go for a buy over here, because if we add the buy here, objects, and oh my god, I'm so bad with MT5. Scripts, objects, arrows. Okay, arrow up. So let's say if we see this situation here, right? Equal highs, equal lows. What our next move will be? First of all, we check in which point of market profile we are, okay? And in which kind of breakout we are, because over after this what happened, this actually was a breakout in a New York session on the bullish entry. So what we're gonna do here is just place a order if in case, right? If in case the market gonna reach us or order, so or entry will be on like on the box here properly. This how we make sure we are entering the trade. So if we enter trade New York session, had a breakout, right? So our take profit level is gonna be value area high, okay? Or even more, if we break out here, that's what happens here. You see where the resistance shows up in this kind of momentum. This where our take profit should be. Or if we want to face a drawdown, we can always leave this take profit on the market where the market ends over here, you see. So whatever decision you're going to make, it's totally up to you. I've given out this professional indicator as this strategy was around 30, 40 years, you know. This strategy is so basic, but it's so efficient and it's so accurate. So if in case you want to, let's say if you had in this situation, New York session, okay, and you have this situation, how much you have? Like 1, 2, 3. Like you have two double bottoms, two triple tops. What the next move will be to check how in which level market profile is and which level RSI is, and then you make your decision to enter the trade. So if we enter a trade here, boom, we had an entry point and we have a take profit here. If we want to face a drawdown, then of course we can keep the trade going for so long till we reach the other session. So if in case you have this momentum here, and if you place the buy over here or over here, over here, I don't know where you're gonna place it. So your stop loss, to determine your stop loss, it might be the end of the market profile. That's where the market stops. That's where it doesn't go any further. You can go a little lower, but just a little, and can keep up with the buying pressure up. Plus, always check what is going on over here, which sentiment you have, which session you are. You see it here. It's gonna say here for you which pair of trading and which session you are automatically. Then check how much breakouts it happened this day. Then check the news impact. If the news impact says high, that means your trade, it can be 50% profit, 50% loss. But you can always decide this only if you see where the market profile is. Let's say if this momentum happened under the market profile and the candle starts to create something like this under here, so your entry, it doesn't matter which kind of news is going to come, your entry going to be properly accurate. Okay, let's say if now, like here it says, the news is very low, so I don't think if I'm gonna buy here, I'm gonna end in profit. I cannot say that because market profile is on his ropes. Okay, it might can create some higher highs a little more over here, but that's where the resistance is. So that's probably can jump down and push down to the POC point, which is point of control, where is the most markets are actually heading. And from the point of control, they determine what is going to happen next. So in any station you are, New York session, Sydney session, London session, European session, it's all the same. Just always keep an eye on market profile, keep an eye of the news, keep an eye of RSI if you want to use it, of course. But market profile is more than enough to determine where it's overbought and oversold levels. Okay, so let's say here is oversold already. Okay, more than that, the market cannot go down. Here is overbought. That's it can get a little more, a little higher, like 2 grids up on the prices, and that is gonna face the resistance and is gonna probably can make some higher highs here and push down really strong. Okay, the same in the bottom, all the same. You can then use these volumes for price. This is only for determine you if you want to see the point of control, okay? But that is actually is useful. But if you have market profile, you don't need this. You don't need this because market profile is more advanced than MT5 indicators actually are not really good for the proper trading. All you have to know on which level of market profile you are and which kind of news impacts is happening right now. That's all you need to know. Okay, so for now my trade wasn't hidden. It's like pending here. Is gonna turn off himself in like a hour time on Asian session in UK time because I'm from UK. So right now we have in Australia around 12. So like 20 minutes, my trade gonna delete himself because my forecasting entry, it doesn't been fulfilled. Okay. But usually in Sydney sessions, it's not really in profit. What we have to look for is for an Asian session. Okay. So if we stay a little longer, I might can have entries in Asian session. But Sydney session, it's about really slow, not big buys, no big sells. It's just really slow. Okay. So your proper trading for good profit, it should be London session, Asian session, and Europe session. Europe session as well can bring you good returns. Let's say if I enter in the Europe session when it started on a buy here, boom, I end here in the profit too. But the most what you have to focus on is market profile, sentiment, and news. So when the box gets formed automatically by neural network inside this indicator, then once you cannot enter suddenly, oh, we're buying, boom, that's it. The sentiment is bearish, news are low, we enter the trade. No, that is wrong because that is rush and can lead you nowhere. Okay, and can kick out your emotions that actually doesn't belong to you, like low vibrations, greed, apathy, anger. That's it's what you don't need. All you have to do is just wait for the box to form, and once that range is fulfilled, okay, then you can determine your entry on buy or sell, depends where market profile is, what sentiment selling you, and what news selling you. That's all you have to do. That is an order flow retail strategy that actually it's 2 in 1. Okay, so that's all you have to do is just wait for the box to fulfill the momentum. After 1 hour, you can determine your entries, and the market is getting to my pending order here. So I might get triggered in 20 minutes or not, but that it's total. You can give even more time if you like. If you just go to the pay you place it, you just click on 2 times, you can determine the difference time. You can end the trade like in an hour. Okay, you can enter the trade like in more 15 minutes, up to you. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna leave on 1 hour or 45 minutes more, and I'm gonna click modify, and I know that my trade gonna get if my trade gonna get triggered, I gonna hit 100% end in profit. If in case the market doesn't arrive over here, depends on Australian news on Ethereum, then my order gets deleted. Okay, so this is how you have to determine your entries. Thanks for watching.